What's good, y'all? It's Deepside, live from Duqm Oman. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to tell you guys all about this port. Let's get right into it.
We celebrate like it's your birthday. You know I love you in the worst way. She not drinking cause she thirsty. It's a party, bring the champagne.
All right, bro. So first things first, it's important to let you guys know that right now I'm attached to a DDG. Usually I'm attached to an aircraft carrier, but right now I'm on a DDG, which is why I went to Duqm Oman, right? Carriers usually don't get really good ports or hit a lot of ports at all because the port has to be able to support the 5,000 people coming into the carrier and also have a place for the carrier to dock out, right? So not a lot of places get to have carrier ships personnel there, right? So I ended up in Duqm Oman. Now, right now, with the way everything is going in the world, Fifth Fleet is pretty strict about no Liberty ports. It's a big risk because in the Middle East, tensions are pretty high at the time of me making this video, which is late October 2024. So with tensions being a little bit high, the Navy was a little bit hesitant to give us full free range of Duqm Oman. So what we ended up getting was Liberty. So we had a Navy camp, and then we had two different hotel options. So with those two hotels, you could stay at the Crown Plaza in Duqm, or you could stay at the Park Inn in Radisson in Duqm. My personal experience is I really like Oman. I think Oman is really cool. When I looked it up, there wasn't a lot of information I could find, especially not in English. It's an Arab nation. One of the things that is a little bit different about Oman, not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, is they censor their media a lot more. So whenever I got out here, I was a little bit surprised that, things like HBO Max weren't allowed, FaceTime isn't allowed. The government doesn't like for you to do Wi-Fi calling. And if you are American or, from another country and you're staying at a hotel, I personally just recommend getting a VPN, and you can change your location on there to kind of go to what you're used to, set your location to the US. I use Norton VPN. I just pay $30 a year for one device, which is my iPhone. And I was able to download a bunch of media, pretty much anything that I want. I was able to make phone calls, FaceTime, use iMessage, stuff like that, which you couldn't really use if you just stayed on the Wi-Fi. I will say real quick, though, that the Navy camp did have Wi-Fi. It was super slow because everybody was on it. There was about 400 people on the ship, and I want to say whenever I was there was about like 150, 200 people all trying to use that Wi-Fi and download stuff because on DDGs, you don't really have a lot of Wi-Fi, so you're going to want to download like a lot of stuff. So the Wi-Fi was really slow on the Navy pier, but they had some really cool restaurants in Duqm, and that was like my favorite part. I mean, they had this place called Duqm Fried Chicken, which was phenomenal. Shout out to the Duqm Fried Chicken people. I think you guys are just doing God's work. And yeah, the wait for the chicken was a little bit long, but the chicken was worth the wait. It was fire. I also saw like a little stand, and they were just selling a bunch of random items. So they sold cigars, vapes, candies, cookies, shirts, shades. I bought some shades, and I bought some cigars. I bought some Italian cigars. While we've been on deployment, I've picked up the habit of just smoking cigars. It's fun. I feel like the dawn whenever I do it. But yeah, it was really, really nice. They also had a pizza place, which I didn't have a chance to go to. And they did have a bar for the Navy sailors who were there. I believe that Oman is a dry country. I'm not sure if it is or if it isn't. But with the way our command was doing it, we were allowed to drink in the Navy camp, but not anywhere else. So not out in town, anywhere like that. But the hotel I ended up staying at is the Crown Plaza in Duqm Oman. And it's a 5-star hotel. And oh my God, dude, this was probably one of the best hotels I've ever stayed at. And I'm not just saying that because I've stayed at some pretty nice hotels. So the first thing I really like about this hotel is just the absolute professionalism professionalism of the staff. I thought everybody was super friendly. They speak a lot of different languages, so there was a little bit of a language barrier between, me, an American from Texas. And of course, whenever I talk to these guys, my Texas accent comes out more. I feel like I have like that country twang come out. So it was a little bit hard for them to understand me, and sometimes I really couldn't understand what they were saying. But overall, everybody was very nice. They had a really nice restaurant in the lobby. They have a couple different restaurants in the Crown Plaza. They also have a pool, and you could actually see the ocean. So if I were to show you my view right now, you could see the ocean, palm trees, all types of stuff. And yeah, it was really, really lovely. On the second day, because we were only in Duqm for about a day and a half, and I didn't have to work today, which is the second day we were in Duqm. I just chilled in the hotel room and ordered room service, and oh my god, dude, the food was fire. They cooked great spaghetti, great steaks, French fries, ice cream, chocolate mousse, everything that you could ever imagine. It was fantastic. So yeah, I just want to say shout out to the Crown Plaza in Duqm Oman, because you guys. But yeah, guys, that was the overview of my Duqm Oman port visit. I just wanted to document it while I was still here and in the hotel room, because when I get back on the ship, I know the Wi-Fi is going to be a bit of an issue, and so is uploading and capturing audio. I know in some of my previous videos prior to this, there was a lot of humming in some of them, but that's what I had to do. I've been trying to give you guys the full deployment experience, tell you guys all about it. So this was my first port call, I want to say, in like 3 months. So we were out at sea for a very long time. I know the carrier still hasn't pulled in, which I'm pretty glad to be on the destroyer right now, because yeah, those guys are suffering. God bless them. But yeah, just super huge shout out to the Navy and Fifth Fleet for making this happen, and shout out to all the people in Duqm Oman and in Oman, and all respects to them. I hope that anybody who's going to Duqm or is in the military, the U.S. military going to Duqm, gets some help from this video. If you like what I had to say, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Peace.